So welcome to this full embodiment and reconnection to your truth, to the self-worth that resides and has always been within you, to reanimate and reconnect you, to remind you, to realign you. So, go ahead and make yourself comfortable, pausing this lesson if you are not quite ready. And when you are ready, when you have made yourself comfortable, sitting as symmetrically as you are able, or lying down if you would like, doing so on your back, legs stretched out and lying peacefully. Go ahead and begin to focus your attention, your awareness towards your breath, with the rise and the fall of your chest. Breathing in through your nose, deeply and mindfully. Breathing all the way into your belly. And with each exhalation, each release, go ahead and surrender. Surrendering back to the universe around you, everything and anything that is no longer serving you. Releasing the old to create the space for the new. As you go ahead and blink your eyes a few times, feeling as they become heavier and heavier, feeling grounded, connected, supported, protected. As you blink your eyes, allowing them to close tight, thinking that as you try to open them, they just close tighter still. And actually trying this, if you like, trying to open your eyes and realizing that they close tighter and tighter as you continue to let go. Letting go of what you believed that you once knew in order to create the space for the new. Knowing that throughout the entirety of this journey, you are guided and protected, safe always when you are here with me. And that all you need do is just allow for the experience to take place. And if you choose, just to allow and maintain a smile upon your face. So I ask that you bring to mind, using your mind's eye if you like, the image of a TV screen. And upon this screen, in a moment, when we turn it on, you'll be shown the image as though you are looking through your own eyes at an elevator or a lift that is just before you, and that will take you on an adventure of learning, discovery, connection, and liberation. So as you go ahead and turn on that screen within your mind, allowing for the lights to begin to raise so that you can see the door before you, just pausing for a moment or two to acknowledge the qualities and characteristics of this elevator, this lift door. How big? What shape? What colour? How does the door open? Does it have a button? What number is the elevator showing that it is on? And as you reach out to press the button to cool down that lift, as you allow yourself to drift all the way, deeper down still, as you call the elevator to you and feel it as it descends towards you, stopping, opening and beckoning, calling you. And as you go ahead and float into the lift, watching as the doors close and as your attention is directed towards your right, in the right direction, with button after button, what seems to be an endless number of buttons which must go to an endless number of floors. And using your intuition, your internal guidance, you do not even have to think. You just go ahead and press accordingly the button that will take you to your floor. Go ahead, and if you have not yet done so, press that button now and feel as you begin to raise, as you separate from your conscious self, as part of yourself, your higher self, if you like, linked into your subconscious mind, as you begin to raise, to float, to ascend, way up into the air. As you float all the way up, higher up still, travelling at warp speed until you come to a complete stop when you feel that you have arrived on your floor, on your level, taking as long or a shorter time as required to reach your chosen level. And when you have, just go ahead and allow for the doors to open as you are shown, as you feel, as you know, that there is, after row upon row of doors within a corridor, there is a door that is yours. As the doors to the elevator open and you see a corridor with row upon row of doors, go ahead and step out, glide out, and effortlessly and majestically, magnetically go ahead and float at warp speed once again down the corridor, coming to a stop outside of your door. The door that leads you to your Akashic records, a data place of all things across all time and space. When you get there, once again, just go ahead and let me know that you are there. Let yourself know. Yes, thank you. Take a moment to tune in to this door, as this is the door that is unique to you, that grants you access to the majestical and magical room beyond, the room that is labelled, or has been at least, as the Akashic Records, a data place of all things across all time and space. And as you float effortlessly and weightlessly outside of your door, again take a moment just to acknowledge your surroundings and tune in to the situation. Noticing the qualities and virtues of this door. How large is it? What colour is it? What materials are your door made of? Is it old or new? as you go ahead. And however your door opens, allow it to open. And as it does, notice as the lights in the room begin to raise, so that you are able to take in the beauty of your surroundings, seeing the energy and the high vibrancy as it shimmers and shines, flowing through and connecting to you. And in the center of this beautiful, majestical room, as the lights raise all the way up so that it is clear as day to see, there is in the center of the room a table and a chair. And I'd like for you to go over and to float over to this table and chair. When you get there, go ahead and acknowledge the qualities and virtues of this furniture too. The table, how big, how old, what shape, what colour, etc., etc. And the same too for the chair. The desk and the chair, noticing the qualities and virtues of them, the material they are made of, the colours, and the way that they feel as you place your hand upon the desk and take a seat in that chair, your chair of creativity, your chair of truth and high vibrancy. And as you sit in the chair and look down upon the desk, I would like for you to notice in front of you a pen and paper. And as you go ahead and pick up this magical and majestical pen, holding it in your hand, I would like for you to bring to mind somebody that you love and that loves you unconditionally and sees you as your truth, that sees you and wants only the best for you, that sees you as the worthy being that you are, able to easily and effortlessly achieve even the wildest of your dreams because you deserve to. Somebody that supports and uplifts you and that reminds you of your truth. And with this person in mind, holding this pen in your hand, what I would like for you to do is to go ahead and with an artistic ownership and a humble appreciation, begin to create your own autobiography, including everything from the past, the present, and your future. And as this information is flowing through you, as you are writing down accordingly your autobiography, go ahead and bring your loved one back to mind and include in your written statement all of the times and ways that you felt less than. And then go ahead and realign and remind yourself of the truth that you are and have always been more than good enough. And that as you tune in to whoever it is that came to mind that sees you through those eyes of appreciation, admiration, the eyes of gratitude and appreciation, go ahead and infuse that feeling, that information within your autobiography, writing a few lines or statements or few words about this person and the way that they make you feel, including their qualities and virtues. And as you do, as you continue to create with an artistic ownership and a humble appreciation this installment of your autobiography, just allow, as you know that you feel safe and secure. Allow for part of yourself to begin to separate from the you that is sat behind the chair writing your autobiography. And as you do, as you feel this separation, and as you bring to mind the person that sees you with true admiration and appreciation, you feel them incredibly close to you. And as you look behind you, you notice that there is a small glass door, and upon the other side of this door there is your loved one, looking into the room, watching you sat behind the desk, writing with that artistic ownership your own autobiography. And as you bring them to mind and you see them, it reminds you and reanimates within you the truth. And as you continue to hold that truth, aligning with it more and more with every moment that passes and everything that you do, the truth that you are and have always been more than enough. As you go ahead and float to stand beside your loved one, so that you are the other side of this glass door, looking back into the room, stood beside them with the same perspective and view that they have for you that you now have for yourself. And from this perspective, stood next to the person who sees you with appreciation and admiration more than anybody else, I would like for you to ask yourself a few questions, and just to allow, as the answers, the information seemed a little bit more workshop based than flow through. So again, you just let go of everything that you believed was once true to create the space for the new. And as you do, you feel this surge of vitality and high vibrancy wash over, through, and fill you. And as you are stood next to your loved one, the person that sees you for the truth of who you are and wants for you to achieve even the wildest of your dreams, as you look back into the room at the majestical version of you sat there writing with an artistic ownership your own autobiography, ask yourself, from this perspective, what is the person that I am viewing within the room? What are they truly capable of achieving? What is the person that I am viewing? What are their qualities and virtues? What makes this person better adapted, able and capable of achieving even the wildest of their dreams than they were previously able? Go ahead and add within your autobiography, as though you are looking externally back upon yourself, a few words of gratitude and appreciation. And as you look to your side, to the person who sees you, appreciates you and loves you unconditionally, that knows your worth, your truth, I would like for you to reach out your hand and to take hold of theirs, and as you do, to feel yourself energetically begin to separate further from any aspect of you, and to actually go ahead and embody this loved one, so that you energetically connect to them, so that you are able to see through their eyes everything that they see, to hear with their ears everything that they hear, and to feel deep within everything that they feel. And as you look through the eyes of the person who sees you, who knows you, and who treats you accordingly, I would like for you to go ahead and to ask yourself, from this perspective, connected to my loved one and viewing myself through their lenses of perception, how do I now feel about myself? What qualities and virtues do I appreciate about myself? What defines this person's worth and ability to experience the life of their dreams? So it seems. And as you fully adopt and embody this viewpoint of yourself and the knowledge that you are more than good enough and that you always have been, that you are worthy of love, of being loved as you are that love yourself, looking through the eyes of your loved one, of your supporter, of your friend, go ahead. And in a moment, not just yet, but in a moment, begin to separating from your loved one, so that you are once again stood beside them, energetically able to look back into the room, to see everything there is to see, to know everything there is to know, to feel everything there is to feel. As you fully, completely separate energetically from your loved one and begin to easily and effortlessly and progressively float back into the room and back into the you that is sat behind the desk writing your autobiography with that artistic expression and ownership. And as you do, as you tune back into yourself, sat behind the desk, you may notice that your writings have changed, that your autobiography has changed its focus, and in doing so, has changed a lot, or everything, about the interaction, about the moment. No longer is there a feeling of lack and limitation, as you know your truth, you know your worth. And as you do, you may notice that the writings that are flowing through have now shifted. And adopting and maintaining that feeling of high vibrancy, of vitality, of worth, of capability, with the desire to watch and to see you, to experience you, achieving even the wildest of your dreams, maintaining the view and the feeling that your loved one has for you, that you now have for yourself, that you have taken back into the you that is sat behind the desk writing your autobiography. I would like for you to once again tune back into yourself and to notice what it is that is flowing through in high vibrancy. Placing your own happiness and worth as a priority, being the best that you can be, so that then you are able to be the best for somebody else too. It is when we go above and beyond that it is unseen at times, because it goes beyond most people's ability to comprehend within the mind. But as you know your truth, your worth, and your ability to experience even the wildest of your dreams, go ahead and allow as this information flows through, as you continue to create your autobiography, including within it your future and how bright it is now to see. Writing and including the qualities, virtues and characteristics that you admire and appreciate about yourself. Adding notes about what it is that you love about yourself. And as you do, I would like for you to ask that feeling of appreciation and connection to your loved one that exists within you still now. Ask yourself and answer accordingly. Whilst embodying and maintaining this high vibrational state of being, whilst looking at myself through the eyes of a loved one, what does this allow me to align to become? Whilst adopting and embodying this high vibrational state of being and this feeling of worth that exists within inside me, whilst taking this viewpoint and this stance and approaching life accordingly, what am I now capable and able of achieving? Doing so easily and effortlessly simply because I can, never because I feel I have to, just because I am able. Include within your autobiography some loving notes about yourself and the things that you now set the intention to achieve. Not paying any mind to how this will be experienced, but just knowing that it will. That all you need to do is set the intention, maintain that high vibration, and the universe will align you, remind you and guide you accordingly from where it is that you are to where you want to be. And as you go ahead and continue to flow through any further information that is wanting to be integrated and known by you, beautiful. Fully breathe it in, adopt it, embody it. This rediscovered truth that you are and have always been more than good enough, more than worthy, and as always, unconditionally loved. Knowing and installing the truth, embodying it and using it, adopting it, utilizing it in everything that you do, that you are the creator of your own reality, your own supporter, admirer, lover. Go ahead and begin to bring a close to this installment of your autobiography, adding any further loving notes or information that you would like to add accordingly, knowing that at any time in the future that you would like to revisit your Akashic records to change any form of information or contract in whatever way, shape or form, that all you need to do is return to your elevator, return to your door and open your door and step into your magical room. Sit behind the desk, ask and bring forth the relevant documentation or contract that is in place, and go ahead and change or even release yourself from any contractual obligations that are no longer in alignment with your highest and greatest. Infusing this truth, this knowledge, this wisdom, this passion, this excitement, with the view of yourself through the eyes of your loved one that sees you for who you truly are and wants nothing more than you to enjoy a life of true upliftment, prosperity, connection, abundance, and love. Infuse this information, this truth, and this vibration into every fibre of your being, every atom, every molecule, and even the space between, doing so across every lifetime, timeline, dimension, and reality. The truth that is now so plain to see, that you, that I, as you repeat to yourself, I am more than enough. I'm a universal being of unconditional love. The universe is abundant, and I am the universe, and I am here to enjoy my life's journey. Come into contact with people that support and uplift and inspire me. Thank you, truly, thank you. And then with all this information, I would like for you to go ahead and to begin to bring a closure to this installment of your autobiography, adding any final notes that feel relevant. And then, as you allow for the lights in the room to begin to dim, effortlessly and progressively, and as you feel yourself begin to float back towards the room that you are in and back towards your body. As you float back into your body, becoming consciously aware of yourself and your surroundings once again, as you begin to wriggle your fingers and your toes and maybe even your nose. And when you are ready, and only when you are ready, to fully animate and embody the truth of who you are and your worth, to enjoy and experience the life of the wildest of your dreams and even beyond. Only then do I ask that you open your eyes, and when you do, feel a surge of energy and vitality as it flushes and washes through and over you, as you know the truth of who you are, knowing that there is nothing that you need do or be, nothing you need win, as you have already won, life being the prize, that you are more than good enough, and that you are in exactly the right place and space and time, having achieved and experienced everything you have thus far that has perfectly aligned you and guided you to this moment of now, and that this moment of now, well, it's perfect as it is, just as you are too, for you to be able to move forwards from to where it is that you wish to go. When you have opened your eyes and come back into full conscious awareness and alignment to your truth, I would like to ask a few questions for you just to sit with and to mull over, as the answers are known and fully embodied and adopted by you. Whilst adopting and embodying this view of yourself, this truth, what is it that you are now capable of achieving? What trials or obstacles have you overcome and faced in the past? And what are you now willing to face and overcome moving forwards, doing so with ease? What areas that were previously lacking or limiting in some way, shape or form have now been aligned and reconnected to your truth? Whilst adopting and embodying this high vibrational state of being and this viewpoint of yourself that has always been there and is your truth, what are you now capable and able of achieving? And how is it that you will lay the foundations and walk a path accordingly between where you are and where it is you want to be? And before I ask the last question, I would like for you to really tune in to that truth and that high vibration that is now known by you, embodied by you, and that will be lived through in everything that you do. Locking it in place one final time within every fibre of your being, every atom, every molecule, and even the space between, across every lifetime, timeline, dimension, and reality, locking in place your truth, your worth, and your ability to achieve even the wildest of your dreams. Well done, my friend. Thank you, and I am proud of you. And my question to you is, how can you now make the rest of today the best it can be in every single way? Knowing that when we look for the best in every situation, every opportunity, every interaction, we give ourselves the opportunity to see it. And a good thought, a good act, a good deed leads to another. A good day leads to a good day. A good night's sleep leads to a good day. That one good thing echoes out and will be replayed. So what one thing can you do now that will make today, the rest of today, the rest of this week, the rest of this month, this year, the rest of your life better in every single way, shape and form? Make that decision, even if it is the smallest act or interaction, and go ahead and experience that now on completion of today's incredibly beautiful and transformative installment of this reconnection and remembrance of your worth online training. And before we bring closure to today's journey and the reminder of who you are, I invite you to take a few deep and mindful breaths in once again, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, bringing to mind the image of a tree stood on top of a beautiful rolling hill. Noticing this tree and how big and beautiful it stands, how proud and regal it appears, and the depth of its foliage, of its vegetation, any creatures or animals that are present. And then as your attention gazes down towards the ground, almost as though you have X-ray vision that allows you to see the root system that grows out of and supports that tree. Knowing that it is a strong root system that grounds, secures and supports that tree where it is, as well as its strength actually being its ability to bend to the will of the wind. Because if it was to remain too structured, too rigid, too upright, then the first major storm that comes along would snap that tree in two. It is the tree's ability to bend to the wind that actually provides it such security. So, just as a tree, I would like for you to bring to mind being stood barefoot upon the earth and watching as roots begin to grow out of the soles of your feet, reaching down, all the way down to the crystalline core of the earth below, connecting you to your truth and securing you to this earthly realm, grounding and securing your energy and your physical form accordingly. Grounding is something that I practice daily, and that I would suggest and offer you the opportunity to do so accordingly. Grounding into the present moment, the gift of now, to the earthly realm and to yourself, so that any excess energy can be easily and effortlessly received and transmuted, recycled by the earth, knowing that she will always take any excess energy or anything that is low in vibration and no longer serving, claiming that energy, and then recycling it and redistributing it accordingly. Grounded to yourself, to the present moment, and to the earth below, I leave you feeling grounded and secure, energized, revitalized, and reconnected to your truth in every way, shape, and form, across every lifetime, timeline, dimension, and reality. The truth that is so plain to see, that you are and have always been more than enough, more than worthy, more than capable, more than able, and that the life of your dreams, it is being experienced by you, through you, for you, and that all you need do is continue to be you. Every breath in, accepting that beautiful pranic life force energy that fills you and animates you and gives you this opportunity we call life, and every breath out, releasing and surrendering back to the universe around you, whatever it is that is no longer serving you. Go out and do whatever it is that came to mind to make today even more high vibrational and beautiful in every way. Thank you for taking this journey, and as always, all of my love, support, and appreciation. Namaste.